Hello everyone. Let's make a small console table with the knowledge of 3ds Max. Okay. So this is a new scene and we have a box, a light and a camera. So select all and delete. So what I would like to do first is create a dimension reference. So I'll go to my top view, Shift A, mesh plane. Okay. Now I will press N for Norway, letter N for the properties. Okay. And then I will give the total length is 45 centimeter and the depth is 20. Okay. And for the height I will extrude. So press tab to go into the edit mode. At the moment it is object mode. So tab, edit mode. The face is already selected. So this is how it is deselected. Select. Press E to extrude and I can give the value is 43. Okay. And you can also see it here. Now I have the size reference. Press tab, go back to the object mode. What I can do is make this frozen so that it is not selectable. So go to the filter and select the arrow which is called selectable. So if I click this, it is no longer selectable. Okay, now it is selectable. Okay, so the way I will be doing it through the spline. I will start with the spline, but we have in Blender is curves. It's known as curves. So I'll go to my front view, and Z wireframe. Okay. So Shift A and go to curve and I will start with the point. This is just a vertex. Okay, click. So my vertex, the point is created and it is already in the edit mode. So what I need to do first is expand this settings. This is a one-time setting. Once you click away, it's gone. So you can access it elsewhere, but at the creation time what I would like to change is from 2D to 3D and the output curve type to poly. That's it. Okay, what I can do now is press G to move. Okay, and then I can snap it here. Hold down Control and it will snap. Press E to extrude, hold down Control to snap. E to extrude, Control to snap. E to extrude, Control to snap. And that's it. So the way I have snapping enabled, you can do it from here. Snapping. Okay. Vertex is selected. Yeah. So if you see in the perspective view, I have the line created, and if I want to hide the box, the reference box, I'll go back to my front view. What I would like to do now is smooth out the corner. Okay, and let's select the 2 points, but before that I would like to add information because I would like to bend this from the center. Okay, so select these 2 points, right click, subdivide. Okay, and then I can select this point, press G, middle mouse button, bring it down. Bring it down to, let's say, -4. Okay, now I can make the corners smoother, or known as fillet in 3ds Max. So the same thing I would like to do it here. So after selecting the 2 points, the settings that we would like to go to edit, and then click on fillet. Whoa, crazy. Don't worry. Okay, so come to the settings over here, the radius. We would like to adjust the radius. So click and drag, and it's already looking better. Okay, let's say 4 centimeter is good. Okay, and now here in the center I would also like to add the curve, smooth it out. So again, fillet, and then I can play with the radius. How much is good? Yeah, okay, 13 is good, fine. So now tab, go back to the object mode. So at the moment this is a curve type. If you see here, it's like a curve with the knots. So the first thing I would like to do is convert this to a mesh. Right click, convert to mesh, or you can press Ctrl A and then visual geometry to mesh. Okay, and then this has been changed to a different symbol, so that means it's no longer a curve. So now what I would like to do is go back to the edit mode, tab, and then select all by pressing A, and then extrude, E to extrude. Click the middle mouse button to snap to the axis, and which is Y, and then I would like to give the depth is 20. Press enter, and that's it. So Z solid, you can see this is how it is. So far the progress is good. Now I would like to create a few objects to do the Boolean from the sides. Okay, so press Shift A, mesh a cube, S to scale, and then play with your mouse to bring it down just about here. And then if I go to my left view, press G, and then I can bring it over here, and then scale it down. If I go back to my front view, and then Z wireframe, so let's bring this to the side, G and then middle mouse button to snap to the axis. Okay, back to my left view, I can do is rotate, press R, and then it is already rotating in the correct axis. So when we are in the orthographic view, okay, so I will type in 45, press enter, that's it. So Shift D to duplicate, and then Shift D to duplicate again. Okay, I'm just doing roughly. So what I would like to do now is, these are 3 separate objects. I would like to combine them. Okay, so shift click, and then press Ctrl J. So now all one mesh, and so I will use this to subtract from the main object. But before that, I would like to duplicate this on the other side. So there are multiple ways. So one way I can do is go into the edit mode, select all, Shift D, and then middle mouse button, to snap to the axis, and then let's say this much is good enough. Okay, and press tab, go back to the object mode. Now I can select the main object and do the Boolean operation. So go to the modifiers panel, add modifier, Boolean. Okay, so we can use this picker tool. So click this and I can select the cubes. Okay, so something has happened. We need to change the setting. So click on fast, the solver, select fast. Now looks like nothing has happened, but the Boolean is done, but this object is blocking it. So if I press H on the keyboard while this is selected to hide it, aha, now you can see the Boolean operation. But what we need to do is delete these extra faces. Okay, so select, go back to the object mode, but before that we need to collapse this. Click this and click apply, so it will apply the Boolean operation. Okay, now go to the edit mode and do it from the front view, wireframe, select these points, vertex, whatever, press X and then select vertices. Okay, as you can see, this is what I want. Now if you're coming from 3ds Max, I would like to apply the shell modifier to give it some thickness. Well, we don't have a shell modifier here by the name shell. Instead, what we have is we have solidify. So click it and you can already see the effect. Okay, but I would like on the inside. So what is the -2? So -2 is quite thick for me. What I would like to do, and it's jumping, so I'm not getting the precise movement. So what we can do is hold down shift and then click and drag, so we can control it precisely. Okay, so 1.5 is good for me. And what we can do is, at the moment this is the modifier, so if you press tab, we have only single layer, there's no thickness to it. The same thing, if we apply it, it will be collapsed. So let's apply the other way. As you can see, we have Control A, so press Control A, visual geometry to mesh. So that's it, it's collapsed. Now all we can do is apply some chamfer, press tab, and then you can click the edges, press alt, click the edge, again shift alt click, shift alt click, click, click. Okay, and then you can keep on selecting and the edges that you want to apply the chamfer. Okay, so I will only be doing just this much. So press Control B and we can apply the chamfer. I think this much is enough, and then we can play with the setting over here. You can add segments, you can control the width of the chamfer. Again, we can press shift, you can hold down shift and then drag to get the precise movement. Okay, this much is enough, I think. 5 segments. Okay, so I hope you get the idea. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.